amigos, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. My name is ZULIA GARZA. I post DIY videos every week and sometimes twice a week. Today's DIY video is part of the April challenge hosted by Heidi's Sonboul. I really hope you like what I've created for you. I have prepared 4 DIY projects for you. Let's just jump right in. And here's the corner that I would like to address. I really do like what I have going on here, but when I look down and look at this, I am not liking this thing right here. So I really want to create something that's going to make it look better. Here's project number 1. It's a long list, but I do have it all down in the description box for you. And a lot of these things came from the Dollarama. And I had everything in my stash, so I just pulled everything out that I could think of and I put it together. Now here I'm gonna grab some pasta, yes, pasta, and stay tuned to see what I do with that. And let's start by making the decoration balls. I started by grabbing the balls and the sticks and putting the stick in the ball, added the Mod Podge all around the ball, and then put it on my foam so that it could get a little bit more tacky, so that the pasta goes onto it and it sticks to it better. Once you've done that to all of the balls, you're gonna put them away and set them to dry. Once they're dry, you're gonna want to repeat the same process. Add a bit more of the glue and then dip them again. And this is what they should be looking like. Just set them aside and let them dry. Now I'm going to create the box where I want my mason jar to go in with my scrap wood. I'm just gonna measure everything and go cut it outside with my miter saw. Once your pasta balls are ready, you're gonna want to spray paint them with whatever color you desire. I chose gold. Look how cute these are looking. Okay, now you have all of your wood pieces. I'm going to just paint them all, give them a quick whitewash. I ended up changing my mind about the sides of my box, so I ended up picking these other 2 ones that I had outside and just give them a quick whitewash. Also grabbed my mason jars, I gave them a whitewash as well, and my pasta balls. Once the mason jars were dry, I went with a brush and did a dry brush technique with a little bit of black to give it that rustic look. And I did the same thing with all of the pieces of wood. Once your wood is dry, you're gonna grab 4 pieces of your painter's tape and you're gonna start gluing. I have Gorilla Glue. I just assembled everything, added the glue, added some twine to that piece that I have right there, and you'll see what I changed about it after, because this is why I changed the bottom or the sides of it so that it would be smaller, so I could add that twine to it. I thought it would add a really cute detail to it. Added the painter's tape for some extra support and let it dry. Once it was dried, I took it all off and then I decided to put a stencil on it. So I prepared some paint because I wanted an olive kind of color, just like what you see here. Once the stencil was done, I ended up going in and doing some sanding over top so it looked old. And here I am attaching the twine to the back, and I thought this was such a cute idea. It really added that little cute detail to it and that farmhouse style look. And it's done. Now we can assemble. Okay, on to project number 2. Again, I'm going to just list everything below because I'm using a lot of different things. And this ladder looking that you just saw, that's actually my son's change table for when he was a baby. I'm gonna start off by spray painting it with this charcoal color, and the reason for that is not because I want it dark, is because I want to keep all of the little flakies that it had from the old paint before, because I did not want to sand that off. And two, once I sand it after applying my color, I want to see some of the darkness come through. And it just adds a lot of texture. Here I'm just doing a whitewash and I'm gonna let it dry. And while that dries, I'm going to grab my sticks and glue them, 3 of them together, side by side. And I'm gonna make 6 of those. 3 of them I'm going to spray paint outside, and the other 3 I am going to use white chalk paint on them. There is no really a particular reason why I spray painted them blue. I just had that in hand, so I just went ahead and did that because I knew it was gonna be the back, so it wasn't gonna really show too much. I just wanted for extra support. Then I'm gonna use some of that same technique, the dry brush technique. As you can see here, it's better for you to see what I'm doing than for me to explain it. And once that's done, we're just going to cut the axis where it curves, just like you can see here. And then we're going to glue those onto the other ones that we spray painted outside. And then I cut everything in half, so at this point I had 6 of those pieces and I started putting my stencils on. I picked the word gather. I thought it was perfect for my living room space. Once all of that was done, I grabbed 2 little pieces of twine and I added some hot glue to them, hot glue it to the back, and did it to every single piece. Okay, and onto our ladder. I'm gonna grab the same green paint that I did earlier, but I'm actually gonna add more black to it. Okay, and I'm just going to paint it all over. It does not have to be perfect, just like the other 2 times. Once that's dry, I'm going to grab my sandpaper and I'm going to sand this so much. Just keep sanding. Just keep sanding. Just keep sanding. And look at that, guys. It is looking amazing. I ended up using some of my black wax from Bear, and I showed you here on one side and I left the other one clear so you could see what it does to it. And stay tuned so you can see the result of all of my projects at the end of the video when I put everything together. And then I just added all of the signs. I flipped it to the back and I pulled the strings over and put some hot glue on there. Once that's done, set it to the side and on to the next project. And now we're gonna be making some decor beads. I see them everywhere. I've seen them on Pinterest. I see them on all the DIY YouTubers that I watch. So I really wanted to create something like this because I knew it would be so easy. So I had this from Dollarama and I grabbed the string, I put a little bit of tape at the tip of it, and then I started looping all of my beads through. And once I was done, I just added a few knots on both ends and continued to paint. So I ended up picking my chalk paint in blush pink. I thought it complemented the green color of the ladder. Once you're done with that, just set it aside and we can move on to our tassels. So I have here just a random piece of sign. I thought it was a good size for it, and what you want to do is grab your string and wrap it around a bunch of times. I don't exactly know how many times I wrapped it around, but I wrapped it around a bunch of times. And once you are satisfied, you just remove it from your sign. And then I'm going to put an extra string at the top so it holds everything together. And then I just flipped it over to find the bottom of it and cut all of that. I just gave it a little trim at the bottom so it was all uniform. And And then I grabbed another piece of string and about an inch down, and I made another knot there. And that's it. This is how cute they look. And if you want to add a little extra, you just untangle some of the strings, and it's just gonna give it that curly look. It's really cute. So I just did a few of those. You can see here I just added a little bit of the smaller string and a little bit of twine, and it gave it that different textures. Thought it added a little something. Now that the beads are dry, what I want to do is a little extra on the bottom part. I'm gonna add some colors, add some of that green that we used earlier, and I'm also gonna add some blacks, whites, and then some distressing. And this is what it looks like with just the pink blush, the green color, and the black. And now I'm gonna go ahead and do some dry brushing with white. And here is the end result. I really feel like the dry brushing added that little rustic look to it, so I was really pleased with it at the end. I ended up making 2 other tassels. Stay tuned to see which one I picked at the end, and let me know in the comment section below which one you like best, or if you would have picked a different one for the beads. I ended up painting my wood letter in black, and then with a little bit of twine, I'm just going to attach it to the end there and then glue it to the letter. And our final project, it is going to be a quick one, so stay tuned, we are almost there. I found these awesome eggs at the Dollarama about 2 months ago, or when they started bringing out the stuff for Easter, and I thought they were so cute because they had embroidery around it. So I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna spray paint them gold. And now I'm gonna use my chalk white paint, and I'm just going to do the same technique, dry brush them. And you got here. We are there. Let's start styling. I ended up going with the medium-sized tassel. I thought it complemented it better, but then I changed my mind and I actually ended up switching it for the big one. I love my little eggs. They're perfect for Easter, and I just feel like they look high-end. All I can say really is that I am just in love. I love this little corner now. I think it added so much character. It looks whimsical. It looks very farmhouse chic decor. I'm just so in love. I also love how everything is just cohesive. Everything goes together, like the color on this pillow with the gather sign and the color of the warm woods. Like to stack up books and to create some different areas of heights, or just a soft blanket. It adds that much more coziness and it just looks more inviting. And that's it, you guys. That's it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe, and I will see you next time.
Say hi to my YouTube friends. Bye.